Mighty Boss Stones. I was like, I want to be that dude.
Yeah, I can do that. That's real easy.
I just dance around on the side of the stage. That's me. I could totally do that.
And we're live. Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Welcome back to Entropy. We were just talking about obscure instruments. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yay.
Wonderful.
Great.
Okay.
Mildly terrified about the fate of Scythia, but you know what else is here?
Oh, yeah, Scythia is doomed.
No,
No,
it'll
like,
be-
like, look at this.
Yeah.
We're Scythia's last hope. It's done. You know.
Yeah. It's on us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah.
Game over. You know. But we'll do our best.
We're gonna do, yeah, we're
We'll
gonna
be
do our
right.
best.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
That's how you can do.
There's
right?
other pinnacles.
That's true. That's true.
They might have better luck than us.
Yeah.
Who wants to do a recap?
I can recap.
Yeah.
Or Morgan.
Hey,
Okay.
Either
I
one.
want to hear a Kristen recap.
Okay. Sure. So we started out inside of the church where the crazy preacher Micah of Saros, the blind god, preaches about no judgment, no sacrifice, suppressing the magical urges, that Saros laid his finger on this continent, and
Yeah, that's not an analogy for anything at all. By the way.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
And he asks you to blind yourself to the mysteries of nature and all forms of magic. So we kind of hear all of this. Obviously, it's a little bit nerve-wracking for some of our more magical people who can control it and who can't, looking at you, Roscoe. And so we make our way from the church to the hearth, where, you know, if you guys watched Endless Midnight, and if you didn't, you should, that was kind of where you saw the tentacle monster and all these negative things. So this is what our party was anticipating as we went in. We ride ahead so that the 50 people that are walking with this preacher, we kind of like take the compassionate, maybe we'll lead the way side of the mission. And then when we find out there's nothing where, we really just go walk with them. We end up at the hearth, blah, 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 which is about 25 miles away. And when we get there, we see a large caldera that is filled with lava. Micah will speak, and as he speaks, the rocks fall into the caldera. This caldera happens every couple of minutes. And when we start to kind of analyze, you know, the size, the amount that the rocks are falling, we realize that in about a month, absolution will fall into this pit as well, which is not the ideal situation by any means. So Micah is giving sermons, and then they all leave. You know, Anthony, who is one of Micah's bodyguards, he kind of tells us that he thinks it's a load of crap, all of the teachings of Micah, but he pays him well, which, you know, a lot of people do a lot of things because they get paid well, so we can't blame him. And we actually end up going to, what is the town that Anthony lives at? Is it Ickerman? It is Ickerman.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote that down, but I thought it was wrong for some reason. Okay,
And-
so
and-
basically, he's going back to Ickerman with some of the people who also are children of Saros, and then that is when we do the unthinkable and we split the party, of which Tess and Roscoe leave to go to Absolution, to let Redford know that, like, everything that Saros is doing, and, you know, Tess has some feelings that maybe we should just get this guy off our back while we have a pristine opportunity. Redford, being the kind and practical soul that he is, and very justice oriented, does not believe that this is what should happen. So I don't really know how that ended. I mean, you guys are just coming back to Ickerman, right? Redford's not with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, what happened is that I put a bunch of eggs inside a couple of pancakes to make a sandwich, and then that was pretty much all that happened there.
Huge
far as
plot
I'm
point that I
concerned.
missed.
Yep.
To our viewers, I'm so sorry.
It's a very important part of that. Let me tell you.
Yes. after a large breakfast, then they make their way back to Ickerman to meet us, which is Vorty, Adaman, and Nash. So as we are there, we kind of meet some people who also were part of Saros. You kind of get the feeling they all think he's a little crazy, but we all need something to believe in. And then at the end of, we found like a place to stay via Anthony, and Anthony comes with a flower looking for our friend Roscoe. And then our sexy half-orc Crenshaw comes looking for Nash, of which he also presents a flower to her.
The same
The
flower.
same flower, yeah.
Yeah, the same flower. And Nash and Crenshaw left the house, and that is where we cut the session.
I think we should only have Kristen recaps from now on. That was
I'm fair. I'm for it. I'm for it.
Yeah.
that
I'm
was
down,
so
yeah.
thorough.
All Christian all the time.
I feel bad Morgan's always doing it. I was like, I could throw one in.
You should see Kristen's DM notes though. It's a very different story when
Yeah.
oh there it's the Wild West out there.
Ooh.
They are just as chaotic as my games, for sure. Not a lot of sense to them.
You can see my DM notes right now.
They're empty.
Okay. So Nash, you have decided to go out into Ickerman with this person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay, maybe I'll give him, give him a little shot, He brought me a flower.
Well, Adaman said, what Nick Filet doesn't know won't hurt him.
I remember that too, yeah.
Excuse me, that was not just Adaman, by the way.
was
Don't
also-
forget
Well,
that his old pal Vorty was there cheering you
Oh.
on too.
I knew what Vorty's thoughts would be, though.
But Adaman also is thinking that we can manipulate this situation to our advantage. So there's
Yeah.
more pragmatism in Adaman's reasoning rather than Vorty's, which is like, get you some, girl.
So you go with Crenshaw down into Ickerman, and I will remind everybody that Ickerman is almost overgrown by scrub at this point. The picture's up on Roll20. Crenshaw doesn't try to touch you. He keeps his hands to himself. But he walks next to you. It's a lovely night, don't you think?
Yes, and that is a lovely six-pack as well.
You can almost see the moon through the scrub because it's a little here in Ickerman, the scrub is not as thick as it used to be because of the caldera.
Oh, the slag.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes, the slag is not as thick as it used to be. You can almost see the moon through it. But you walk with him through Ickerman, which is a ghost town, basically. Everybody who is staying here temporarily, they're squirreled away in their huts. You have the place to yourselves. So he takes you through the small town. You can see ruins of something. Something that must have existed before the rupture. As you walk through it. You know that flower is very pretty. On
Yes.
you, I mean.
Crenshaw, why do people still live here at all?
Well, when they found this place, Micah likes to go to the caldera at least once a week, sometimes more. And this was convenient. It was abandoned.
You know you can leave. Absolution is 50 miles away.
I can't. I am employed by Micah, of course. I just do what he wants. But if it were up to me, I would be somewhere else, of course. Yes.
Well, what is there to do in this town then?
Nothing. Well,
Okay.
I can take you outside of town. There are, well, it's more than nothing, really. But it would be a nice place to sit and talk.
Do you have a machete?
Well, I mean, I
Me
have this
too.
bloody great big great axe.
Do you have another type of, I don't know, sword or blunt weapon? We could just go through and just cut down all of this slag. It could be a fun
Well,
activity.
I mean, I've thought about that in the past, but I mean, the scrub is, well, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah, we're not going to make a dent. We just
Exactly.
get a little sweaty and we use it as a pad on the ground. So we can sit and talk.
He's doing his best to stay even keel. I can take you to a place just outside where well, we can see the moon best. What you think about that?
Sure.
No scrub cutting required.
Oh, that was the fun part, though.
I mean, we can do that whenever.
Okay, that's fine. As we're walking, I do want to ask, does Micah have any weaknesses, you would say?
Micah is all weakness. What do you mean?
Have you ever seen him do magic?
No.
Have you seen anybody in this town do any kind of magic?
No. Have you seen him without his blindfold?
No. What is it like?
Well, it's a little disturbing, really. He takes the sorrows thing pretty far. The blind god. His parishioners, they all wear blindfolds during his sermons, but the rest of the time they take them off. But he wears his all the time. Mostly because he doesn't want to scare the children.
Because?
Well, he takes the sorrows thing very seriously.
Does he not have any eyes?
No, he doesn't.
That would explain it then. Okay. Well, what are your hopes and dreams?
Well, I would like to, once this whole thing with Micah's over, I would like to, maybe, find a little farm somewhere, you know? Like a few acres, and settle down with my wife. Not saying that'll be you, but, you know, it's a possibility, right? I don't want
Yes.
to be too, you know, I don't want to assume anything. But, you know, find a little farm with a few acres and a few animals, and you know, just have a quiet life after that. Something tells me you're not the quiet life type.
Oh, that's actually not true at all. I was a fisherman long before this. Actually, God, it really hasn't been that long. I was a fisherman not long ago.
You know how to
It was a very
fish.
quiet life.
I mean, you are very beautiful in this light.
So is that six-pack, Crenshaw.
It's gotten covered up a little bit during this time with Micah, but I appreciate you noticing.
No, I can tell.
You know, Nash, I really think you are you're not really suited for the small farm life. I feel like you're destined for bigger things than that. But I really appreciate you coming out with me tonight. I feel like
Well-
I feel like you're how do I put it? You are bigger than this.
Well, the flower was a beautiful gesture, and so you are aware, I am not bigger than this. Maybe I am capable, but you have to want that.
No, I think you're destined for bigger things. But
We'll see what happens.
I do thank you for coming out with me.
The moon looks beautiful from here, Nickman.
It does. No, I couldn't see the moon from here till recently. I mean, now it's obscured, but it wasn't visible at all until recently.
What color are his eyes?
I like somewhere between yellow and orange.
So about the color of the moon?
Something like through the slag, yeah.
Cool. I'll just I guess I'll grab some slag and get a nice like kind of cushion my seat a little bit, and I'll put my little head on his shoulders while we keep talking.
Nash, I know this isn't really gonna go anywhere. But thank you for for coming out with me.
Are you planning on dying sometime soon?
Well, no. You just seem like, well, I'm an NPC, you see. You seem like you're destined for something bigger than this.
Maybe, but if I ever come back to Ickerman, I will have a place to stay.
Absolutely.
All right. That's all an NPC. That's all you need from an NPC.
Nash and
Wow.
Crenshaw look at the moon. And they share a moment together. Crenshaw seems strangely cognizant of his role in this. What are Tess and Roscoe doing?
Probably riding to Ickerman.
Yeah, where are we on our journey?
Okay. How about Vordy and Adaman?
I'm watching all of this. I think I snuck off to like see this go down.
Knowing that Vordy is keeping an eye on Nash,
Yeah.
Adam would actually.
That's why I'm protecting my.
Well, yeah,
pinnacle.
that's obviously why it's happening. Yeah, he knows
Why?
what's up. But he also is like, well, if anything goes wrong, Vordy will be like right there to
Right,
step
but
out.
I'm
of
in the
woods, like, hey, what's
bushes.
going on? But
But I'm in the bushes, like, baby, you better put that ring on, like.
And Crenshaw and I are definitely making out. So
Yeah, like, yeah, like, just like.
Adaman, on the other hand, is walking around and just assessing the defenses of this town. Should it come to trouble?
Okay, so Adaman, there are no defenses to speak of.
I mean, is that overgrown slag not a defense in terms of like?
The scrub, you mean?
Yeah, the scrub
Yeah.
is hard to move through, but it looks like the town itself wasn't really attended to for a couple of years before. Yeah, these other people moved in. They haven't done anything to change that.
And they aren't keeping a watch or anything. Like, where's
Nope.
Micah right now? Can I just walk up to his room and just go in there?
If you want to, do you want to?
I mean, no. And I just Adaman like walks up and he's like, "So I think Mike's behind this door, right?" And he like looks left and right. He's like, "Seriously? Man, I'm glad Tesla isn't here." And he just kind of walks away. And he's like,
Yeah, no,
"Yeah,
they don't
this would've
really
been-
have it like defenses you would think of as
this would have
D&D
been way too
defenses.
tempting
No.
for Tesla." Yeah, god
Yeah.
damn. Yeah. In fact, he's like, "Oh man, what if she gets here and it's still like this? We need to just like turn around and ride away." Because these guys are, I mean, he gets it though. It's like, yeah, I mean, all right, so they aren't afraid of anything. They don't have much to be taken. They're just subsistence living and worshiping something that really doesn't need to be worshipped, and that's not a crime. I mean, you know, all right. So he's like, this does not seem to be as threatening as it initially seemed. Like, I feel like we could just go and start trying to do solutions, and if these poor peasants show up and get in our way, we'll slap their hands and send them packing and then continue with our work, is what it seems like to me. I perhaps he's underestimating the power of stupid people in large groups, but I mean, considering that he took on a bunch of stupid orcs in large groups, he's like, we can handle these guys.
It's not. I mean, 50 people. It's not a crazy amount, and a lot of them are older, like
Yeah.
and that's of
Yeah.
all ages. So
Yeah, so
it's not like 50 fighting men.
Yeah, it's not 50 fighting men. I feel like, if we're going to be working with the people of Absolution, they aren't going to want us to do anything about these people unless they become a problem. And at that point, we'll deal with it in the manner that we've been trained. So Yeah.
Okay, so Nash, you and Crenshaw have been making out for a while. Eventually, he breaks away.
What?
Thank you for spending this evening with me.
Nash like, I'm not done yet.
What?
I have to get back to work.
Okay. Tell me one thing. If this town was in danger for any reason, do you think these people would leave?
Do you think they would leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I hope so. Me and Anthony aren't equipped to repel an invasion or anything like that. Micah doesn't seem to be worried about it.
Okay. Well, you head off to work. If I'm still here tomorrow, we can make out tomorrow. If not, goodbye, Crenshaw.
Deal.
What the fuck?
And he leaves you with this. With the,
Very transactional relationship.
he leaves you with the
Yeah.
scrub flower.
We just stopped in the middle of making out and just left. What am I gonna say?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's
I
just
had to
James.
go to
Like, I
work.
don't want to continue this. I'm uncomfortable. James, you coward! Go ahead.
Wherever you end up, I hope you think of me.
Can you do a little spin before you leave, all the way around?
Should let me lift my shirt so you can see my abs. Tess and Roscoe are speeding towards Ickerman right now. Vorty, what are you doing? Are you doing anything?
I'm being a peeping Tom.
Morty's like, yeah, spin one more time.
Yes, rub those abs, rub them, just wash clothes on them. You know what I mean? Like, do what you got to do. Like,
Well,
we're
you
preparing.
watched as Nash made out with Crenshaw for a while.
Yeah, I was just being a peeping Tom. There's
It
no
wasn't-
shame with 40.
It wasn't a crazy amount of time, but for a little while, Nash made out with Crenshaw.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. If cameras existed, he'd be there. Like,
40.
their hands all stayed above the clothes and all that kind of stuff, you know. But they made out for a little while, and then Crenshaw left. Adam, man, what are you?
If I'm done taking stock of this town and I've decided it's
You
not a
just going to
threat,
bed?
I'm just gonna wait until my party reconvenes with me. So I'm not gonna go to bed until if I'm alone. But once I see both of my friends that have come here with me are safe and sound, yeah, I will go to bed.
Okay.
so this is like Baldur's Gate. Like,
Mhm.
you must wait.
Yeah, I
for-
must gather my party before venturing forth. Thank you.
That's it. That's it right there.
That's right.
Well, when Crenshaw leaves, I'll sit there for a bit, but I'm gonna go back to meet with, Adam, and go back to the place Anthony let us stay.
Okay.
Some old hut, I assume.
Yeah. Okay, so Adaman and Nash, and I'm assuming Vorty eventually go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little hot and bothered, but I'm going to bed.
The pain is real.
I had to live vicariously through Nash. Definitely.
I was like, are you guys okay? Both of you look like you're sweating.
No, we just need to go to bed now.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll discuss it when everyone is all present and accounted for, I guess. Okay. Good night.
So you guys go to bed.
Don't wait on us to discuss that.
Tess and Roscoe are speeding across the plains on their motorcycles.
You have to be there for it.
Would you, Tess and Roscoe, are you gonna stop and rest, or do you want to go all the way through?
We left I mean, we traveled through the night to get to Absolution,
Mm-hmm.
hung out and saw Redford as they were having breakfast, and then left. So is it going to take us like all day and all night to get there?
Not all night, more like all day.
Okay, yeah, I
Okay.
think we just straight shot it then.
Yeah, probably run all the way through, and then if nothing goes wrong, collapse into bed when we get there.
Okay.
Tessa's bike is slower, but she's got that survivalist's eye, so I think she can keep pace.
Okay, so Nash, Adaman, 40. Sleep for a while. You wake up. And it's morning in Ickerman.
So are we all in the same place? Did we find your cabin, so to speak?
No, you're not there yet, Roscoe.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay. Well, honestly, I think we have to stay here just because if we head back to Absolution, we might miss our friends on the way there. You know, I know that
I
roads are
thought they
probably.
would be here by now.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how long it took for them to tell the news and who they all met with. You know, if it was a long meeting and discussion, they had to explain it to a bunch of people. We don't know how long they're going to be away, so we've got to stay here until they get here.
Do we want to wait for them by the road? They're not going to know this weird hut.
We definitely want to be outside of our hut, and you know, we can be by our bikes, greet them, but then they're probably going to be real tired. We'll let them rest before we head on. You know, we've got a month, and I'm sure we got to all think about solutions here.
Is there any intel worth gathering here in Ickerman?
No, we could definitely have just gone with them, but I didn't know that Ickerman was so unassuming. Like, look at this place. We just walked in here. We could have done some serious damage while we were here, and I'm actually glad Tess isn't here because I don't know if she could have contained herself.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also learned yesterday, Micah never done any magic. Ever.
Well, it's part of his beliefs.
Mhm.
He might have the ability and refuse to do so. You know,
Maybe.
he touted that, yeah. You know, just like we trained to be able to see without seeing, that he could have done the same thing himself. So, you know, it might not be anything magical about it.
He doesn't have any eyes at all.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
honestly, I think while Micah's belief is could get in the way, I don't think he has the strength of arms here to do anything except for be a minor nuisance. And the real problem is the collapse or whatever we're calling it. So if you got any idea how to fix that?
I don't.
Me neither.
That's all I've thought about. I almost asked Crenshaw, but I was like, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, he doesn't know anything. Yeah.
No.
Really, we got to talk to those people. Maybe we got to talk to people back at the at Lapis Lazuli. You know.
You've told Ulrich. Did
Yeah.
Ulrich have any ideas though?
Ulrich seemed really stunned by what I said and like confused, and I think that he went and told the smart people, and like they're gonna all maybe have something. I mean, I could check in with him. I guess I do have the radio right
I think you should.
Yeah.
Although I don't. Everyone there is useless, so I don't.
Yeah,
think
I agree, but I don't know. I feel like at least what's her name? Actually, isn't the dragon's name Lapis Lazuli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lazuli.
Lazuli. I feel like
I-
I feel like Lazuli would be the one person who would be like invested in fixing this, because they were like, no, I thought I could wait for an infinite amount of time and now I'm gonna die. You know, they might actually be smart enough and care enough to try and fix it. So
Vordy, are you really going to do a show? You think your magic can cure this thing? Is your magic
Uh,
powerful enough?
I mean, I could probably do a performance and like charm one or two people. And my thought was like, we can like just take over by convincing everyone that I'm like the next chosen one.
If you
And
want to,
replace Micah?
yeah, I mean, and that's one way we could like head off a problem rather than just leave it here festering. You know,
It's an option.
yeah, Vorty would become the new cult leader. He'd be like, we need to stay away from here and let the holiness. And then while he's leading them around on a badass orgy trek, we're fixing
Yeah.
the problem in another direction. Yeah.
Yeah, when Vorty says that, Nash kind of gives him a look and blinks a couple of times. I would join this cult.
I know you would. I know you would. I'm thinking about you, Nash. I'm looking out for you.
So that is actually a really great idea. At least it would get rid of the people factor, but then the problem is, of course, the magical phenomenon factor.
I am providing an option.
And I think it's a great option, Vorty.
So would we only do that if Micah is a problem?
We could start laying the groundwork now if you wanted to, Vorty. If you wanted to, the big problem is you think you can swipe these people out from under Micah's nose, or would you rather? How would you want to do it?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can just get rid of Micah.
Right.
I could then maybe like just talk my way into it.
Is that requiring us to get rid of Micah, though?
But what if you went ahead and sung this song, did the dance with the thong, all of the things, and then if we do end up having to murder Micah, then you're already, on the first on their mind.
Yeah, you could at least give them show them what you got first, give them an option. Maybe a lot of people would join you instead of Micah just out of the fact that you're a more charismatic fella.
Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I haven't really put a lot of thought into it. I'm not like a big planner or anything, but it was just like, why don't I take over? And then that's as far as I got.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're literally just waiting for them to get back to absolution. So
Yeah.
we're just throwing around ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just like, I want the cult.
I mean,
Then I don't know what to do with it.
Ickerman's the place for the cult.
Yeah.
So Adamant, I know you said you wanted to dig a big trench and maybe
Something I was thinking about. Because we were able to dig that little bulwark relatively quickly when the orcs were coming. So I know enough men and shovels, it might be something. And then there's also science and even scholar forbid it magic that could help. And we could maybe redirect some water inland and see if that could help. But I don't know if that's enough to stop it.
So metagaming wise, what I have available at my disposal is I can do the cantrip friends.
Mm-hmm.
I could also charm person.
Mm-hmm.
I can put someone to sleep. And charm person and sleep, I can cast up to 3rd level. So I'll be honest, I don't know how useful that really is. Because at 3rd level, I can charm up to, it says, I think up to 2 people. And they must be within 30 feet of each other when you target them.
Wow.
But the duration is 1 hour. So I don't know if again, metagaming, planning wise, if we did a little show, maybe I did like a private show for Micah to charm him. And then Micah can present me as I have relinquished my my role and I have given it to Vordy. And then we come back and he's like, what happened? And then we're like, psych, like too late, buddy. Like
It's an option. Yeah, it is an
Yeah.
option. Because you'd have about an hour worth of
to
time
execute, yeah,
where
to
we'd have
execute,
to execute
that show.
that plan. Yeah.
Right.
So
And
we
if we
can have
needed to
whatever
charm
you-
anybody else, then we could do that. Or we could just convince like Antony and Crenshaw and like have them be on our side prior to this so that they can give us the little private show for me to charm Micah. And
Mhm.
then
I think they're on our side.
Yeah, I
I
feel like
think so too. I think it's like a done deal.
yeah. Once Roscoe comes and
Yeah.
works his magic on Anthony, pretty much a done deal.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. That's why I kind of followed Nash. See, it wasn't just gratuitous. I needed to
Man.
case out my my targets.
I gathered intel when I was there.
You
Yeah.
definitely
That's
did.
why-
You gathered all kinds of intel.
Vorty, that's why you're walking around holding a binder right at your waist because you're doing so much planning. Not
I made sketches.
Can I? I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we'll look at those later.
I have like all these sketches. It's like a flip book. Like, look.
Oh, yeah.
So did Ulrich say anything when you paged him?
Over. Any update? Over.
There's no response.
He's probably not manning the radio, especially if they're all freaking out about the information we gave them.
Yeah, I feel like he more often doesn't answer us.
Okay.
That's a
Maybe it
normal
felt like
thing,
the
I
first
think.
time for me.
That's happened before.
If there is a knock on the door,
Oh. Hello.
Adaman opens the door. Crenshaw is standing there,
Oh, hey, good job.
and he has a tray. Is Nash here?
Oh, yeah. Here, come on in.
Simp.
What? I thought he had to go to work.
I brought you breakfast. The three of you.
oh.
Oh. Thank you, Crenshaw.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You look beautiful this morning.
Thank you. Have you seen anybody come up the road since you've been out?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for breakfast. Do you have time to eat with us?
You're welcome to.
No, I just brought it for you. But thank you.
Okay.
I will see you later.
I just wink and then leave. He brought breakfast.
Baby, I'm already sipping that tea, baby. I had the toast already.
Mm.
Yeah. Cheers. But do you think we need to ride out and look for them? I really feel like they should have been here by now.
I guess we can, but we run the risk of them missing them on the
You-
road. Like,
You make a
You're
good point.
eating breakfast,
okay.
which is very sparse, by the way.
That's okay.
We're used to that, yeah.
And you hear a noise. It sounds like motorcycles moving across an open plain.
Sweet. I scarfed down my breakfast.
Yeah, we finish up and we go out to meet our friends.
Yeah, we don't leave him any leftovers.
No, we set the tray like behind the bed.
Yeah,
It
so
was
that they
the
don't know we've
breakfast.
eaten.
Breakfast was for 3 people.
Three.
We take some of our rations that we obviously have and I'm ready for them. We're like, hey, here you go. You're probably hungry.
So you hear this sound. You go out on the main road, and you can see 2 motorcycles coming your way.
How long have we been riding at this point?
A while, like all night.
Okay. Like point of exhaustion a while.
Yeah.
Road all night.
You can see the pink lights from their headlights coming down the road.
Yeah, we'll just stop right outside of town and walk our bikes in to wherever we see our parties set up.
Roscoe
Okay.
does a cool little like, you know, tough guys stop where the back wheel kind of spins out to the side.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, Roscoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Takes off his helmet, holds it under his arm. Guys, nothing like a long day's ride.
My
You-
ass is killing me.
Yeah, probably.
We have places to lie down.
Come
safe
lie down.
place.
Come rest and eat. Yeah, and
Anything new?
we'll fill you in when we're in our abode.
Okay. I brought you all. We went to Redford's and his wife made us breakfast, and I brought you all this pancake sandwich that I made.
Oh,
I did take a couple bites and it's gotten dusty, but I thought you might
Right.
want it.
you know, you and
So thoughtful.
Tessellation
Oh my-
probably share those
love
amongst the two of
you.
you. You guys have been working a lot harder than we have.
You sure? I mean,
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely grab one.
All safe.
You. Oh my god, you're so sweet.
right.
It's got a
We're-
nice
I'm-
grit to it.
Love you. I
I
love
want to
you.
scan the surrounding structures and see if anyone is making note of our arrival.
Well, roll a perception check for me.
In this dice tray that somebody cool made for me.
Somebody did.
9 plus 6 is 15.
15. Okay, so you see there are some people milling about in Ickerman.
Mhm.
The parishioners, mostly.
Mhm.
With 15, you can see one of the two bodyguards that Micah had.
Which one?
The shorter one.
Anthony?
Yes.
Is he looking at Roscoe?
He is looking at you guys.
Oh,
It's
he's
hard to
looking
say
at-
who he's looking at.
Oh, we know who he's looking at.
All right, where are you set up?
But he's leaned up against a building. Yeah.
Adaman, you mentioned you had a spot we could rest.
Yes, we just claimed a building right over here. You can.
Seems rather sparse here. Where is everyone?
They squat in buildings too, but essentially, it's just this is it, Tessellation.
This is the whole town.
Yeah.
Any sign of who was it that Redford said before? Violet?
No,
No.
that's something I should have definitely asked somebody. Damn it.
Well,
But I
Anthony's
forgot.
just over there. Anthony! Hi, come here. Flag him down.
He looks. Okay, hi. He comes over
Hello.
towards you. Hi.
Listen, we were told that there would be someone here that we could talk to, someone from Absolution. Someone by the name of Violet? Does that ring a bell?
No. I don't know anybody by that name.
Do I believe him?
Hey, Roscoe. How's it going?
What's up?
It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
No, I haven't. I don't know anybody by that name.
My insight check that.
Yeah, sure.
Shut up, y'all. I know.
I'll incite it with you.
What'd you get?
19.
Right, yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't know anything about anybody named Violet. Mm-mm.
Though then again, of all the ridiculously high insight checks I rolled in your different games, I feel like I've never gotten anything from it. So I
Yeah,
don't know
no.
if that's worth anything.
Yeah. But I mean, to be fair, most of the times James isn't lying. He's a
I'm
straight
pretty
shooter.
transparent. I'm pretty
He's a straight
transparent
shooter.
as DM. Yeah.
2 words. Morgana Marlowe.
Wow.
Oh, well,
Okay, she
there's
was
that.
lying. She was
Yeah.
lying. We should have rolled an inside check there, though. We didn't.
I rolled a 30s. Okay, different campaign. Staying on track. Anyway.
Yeah, this one. There's really not a lot of mystery, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
A couple.
Mhm.
Tess will just move back into the structure that Adaman gestured to and
Yeah.
kind of flop on the nearest thing to a bed.
Yep.
Hey, Roscoe. How you doing?
Hey, Anthony, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Hey, how's
right.
it going?
Yeah, you remembered. Okay.
Oh yeah, never forget a face.
You where did you have a big ride? I mean, where did you go?
Yeah, log ride, official business, you know.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Very hush hush.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have you passing secrets on to Micah, right? And I kind of rib him, elbow him.
He didn't have a whole lot of secrets, but yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Anyway,
I like your mustache.
thank you. I've tried to cut it. It just doesn't go away.
I bet. Yeah, it probably just grows like that all the time, and yeah. But if you need to, you'll be safe in there if you need to sleep.
Will I not? Is there anywhere I wouldn't be safe?
Well, no. I was just saying. I mean, do you think it wouldn't be safe?
I mean, hey, I bet with you around, I'm as safe as could be, right, bud?
I'll definitely keep an eye out.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Go to sleep now.
Yeah. You do that. I got things I gotta do too. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Well, great to see you.
Yeah, you too. I like your bike. It's really cool.
Hey, thanks. I built it.
No shit, you built that yourself?
Yeah. Well, it was all the parts were there. I just read a couple.
Still, that's super impressive.
Yeah. Well.
I helped.
Oh yeah, I did it. Tess helped the whole. I like to say when you're in a pentacle, you never really do anything alone.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Like nothing?
Well, I mean,
You don't do anything alone, or?
maybe some things. I don't know. What do you mean?
No, nothing.
I don't know the phrase.
Nothing.
Yo,
You probably want to sleep.
This is giving me full on Sense 8 hot bathtub moment. Okay.
You probably want to sleep. I'll just go. But
If you don't know what that is, watch episode 5.
Really good seeing you.
Hey, thanks, Anthony. It's good to see you too. I'll see you around.
Okay.
Hey, quick, out of character question. I feel like I remember Anthony being like 16 years old last week. Is that?
Yeah, that was very bad. Yeah, can you up his
he's like
age a little bit
16.
for us?
He's like 16.
He's a human 16.
Still
Right?
16?
No, I
He
mean
is definitely human.
that's great. I just wanted
He
to
is
know.
human. And he's like 16. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. It's just good to know that.
Yeah. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Mhm.
good to keep that clear. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Roscoe.
Whoa.
You dirty
Roscoe
bastard.
wheels his
Yeah.
bike inside, and parks it with everybody else. Well, you guys all got the radio messages, right? I think you're all caught up on our business.
Yes.
Yeah, we left a radio with Redford and told y'all everything we talked about with him
Mm-hmm.
last session.
Tried to teach him how to use it, but I'm sure he hasn't. I'm sure he's forgotten everything.
Shall we check in with him and let him know that we've made it, just to see if he can operate it?
Hey,
Yeah,
Redford.
Ulrich hasn't said a gosh darn thing, so maybe Redford could give us some ideas or something.
Hey, Redford. This is Adam Hanover.
Is this thing on?
Yep, yeah, it's working. You're doing a
You're
great
like
job. No, don't do
What?
that. That's very delicate.
Who is this?
It's Adamant. You met me.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
That kind of hurts my feelings.
Over.
Over.
You want to ask him something?
You got any ideas of how to proceed? Over.
Proceed with what?
The problem you were facing in 1 month's time?
If you're talking about a big fucking puddle of lava, I don't know. I don't have any ideas.
Okay, good. Just making sure that we are both on the same page. Page 0. Got it. Over.
Adaman, will you let him know that we're here?
Our friends have safely arrived, which is why I knew I could contact you. Over.
All right. Oh, over.
I'd just leave it there.
Yeah, we're good. Let him do his thing.
You think a forge cleric would be a little bit more helpful with the lava thing?
Yeah, nope, not at all. No, we don't know he's a forge cleric. Shh.
I'll just sit on a bed and prop my back against the wall, pull out some rations, and start feeding Vile now that I've regathered him. And then feeding myself and trying to get some rest. Did we learn anything about what's his fucking name? Micah while we were gone?
Nope.
Quiet guy. He lives. He's down over there in that house right there. You know, he's got his 2 henchmen. You know, who one of them's got a crush on Nash, the other one's got a crush on Roscoe. We can use that to our advantage.
What?
Oh,
From-
wake up,
From
Roscoe.
my
Mhm.
from a very some intel that I've gathered for reasons that are my own. I have
Your own
learned
N40s.
I've learned that Micah is as harmless as he is useless. He's got a pack of people following him. The people who work for him have never even seen him use magic. He actually is blind, no eyes at all. It's it's useless. I don't think they're even going to stand in our way. What are they going to do? They're like little pins. They just fall over.
Yeah.
Like trees in the forest.
You said it's just the 2 of them that watch over him.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Anthony was you know, my lower back is just killing me after that bike ride. I think I do need to stretch my legs a bit after. I'm gonna get up and just casually like.
Are we going to allow her to just casually do
No,
this? Nope.
she's
We're
so
not.
suspicious
Sit
right
down
now.
and go to bed. Tess. Rest up and think about it for give it a 12-hour rest.
I sort of cut my eyes over to Roscoe. We talked to Redford. I voiced my concerns, and he insisted that it wasn't proper to judge someone for their potential future actions. So I won't be killing him in cold blood until he gives me a reason, if that's what you're concerned about.
Honestly, Tesla, this guy couldn't stop us even if he wanted to. With him
No.
and 2 henchmen, I don't think he could.
There's truly no reason for this town to even exist in terms of our, I don't know, our storyline, unless we are having them dig the trench.
I do have some questions. For
We're all
Mike.
getting meta here today.
A little bit.
James started it.
Yeah.
Hey, Tesla, I'll tell you what. I've been working on this. I've started to notice that I can kind of feel when magic's around, or when anything kind of big is in the area, or if anybody's doing anything. So I'll start putting the feelers out, and if we're kind of around him or any of these other guys, I'll see if I can feel any magic activity, maybe magic items. And honestly, I think if nothing rings on the old Roscoe radar, then I don't see what we have to worry about.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Roscoe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I do still have some questions that I want to ask Micah, but perhaps a bit of rest before I do would make for a more productive conversation.
We'll do it all together.
Alright.
What's one more
Okay,
day?
so Tess and Roscoe are gonna take a rest.
Just a short rest for me.
Okay.
It's like it's like midday, morning still. Is that right?
Morning, yeah.
Okay. You don't lose exhaustion on a short rest, do you? Well, I mean, I guess
Oh.
I may take a short rest, but I don't want to take a long rest right now. I'll keep
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you guys are okay with your point, that's what I was trying to say, is to get rid of your points of exhaustion. But if you don't want to do that, we could go talk to Micah right now. If you guys are raring to go, let's go.
Nah, I've missed you guys too much. I don't want
Okay.
to miss out on the action.
Yeah, let's go talk to Micah then, and ask him some questions.
Okay, well, Tess and Roscoe take a short rest.
Mhm.
We are gonna take a break.
Okay.
We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes.
We love you guys.
Probably closer to 10. Okay, so Tess and Roscoe, they take a short rest. What are the rest of you doing during that?
I'd like to think that we were just bouncing. I mean, kind of the same thing we've been doing, just bouncing off ideas, drawing things, trying to figure out the best way to stop this inevitable doom of an entire continent.
Okay. Well, an hour goes by.
For one, I don't think it's within our power. I don't think it's even within Lazulai's power. At least, not based on what information we have. I think we need to know what caused it in the first place. Why this has started spreading so rapidly. Clearly, it had something to do with what Redford described in Absolution a few years ago, but what exactly that was and why it impacted something so far away are still questions that need answering. And Micah has some questions to answer himself.
Maybe he knows more than he leads on.
One way to find out.
Although I highly doubt it.
Let's go give it a shot, shall we?
Yeah, let's go ask him some questions.
Okay.
To Micah's lodgings. Does anyone try to intercept us?
No.
God, this town is so weird.
We'll go right up to the door then and give it a knock.
You knock on the door. And Crenshaw answers it. Or opens it.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Your employer present?
Did you want to talk to him?
That would be lovely, yes.
Yeah, we just want to know more about the, thing he's praying about.
All right, good luck.
Oh man, these guys are great.
And he
That's it.
steps aside and lets you walk in.
Do these lodgings seem different at all?
Not really. This building's a little bigger. So there's a hallway and then a door, but
I
he
walk
lets
past
you.
Crenshaw and I
Mhm.
don't give him any pleasantries or anything, but I'm in the back of the line and I just rub my hand down his six-pack very briefly and then leave. But I don't say anything to him. I don't do anything. I don't
Oh, it's
want this to
terrible.
be professional.
Reel him in, girl. Reel him in. Yeah.
I'm being professional.
Carrie.
Yeah, I'll make my way to what I presume to be Micah's quarters.
Okay.
I imagine it's not very big or difficult to find.
No.
Is it another closed door? What are we dealing with?
When you run your hand across Crenshaw's abs, you hear him go.
No.
But he doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't make a sound other than that. Just a. And you guys make your way inside. There is a fairly large room. It probably wasn't a bedroom originally. It was more like a living room, like a big great room in this house. Micah is facing away from you, but he's on his knees, and you can see his blindfold hanging down in the back of his head.
If he could see, what would he be looking at?
The wall.
I'm sure you are aware that we're here.
Yes, I am.
Can
Your
you
name
spare a
was Tessellay, is that correct?
Did I tell him my name?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you did at the beginning of the church thing.
Okay.
I think we
Yes.
all
You are also joined by Adaman,
Hello.
Roscoe, Nash, and Vorty. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I'm accompanied by the same people that accompanied me when we first met. How deductive of you.
I sense a note of sarcasm in your voice.
Now that I'm a little more impressed you picked up on. Clearly you're busy, Micah, so I will cut to the chase. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions.
Of course, I am an open book.
We shall see. Soros, how did you first learn of him? Did someone else preach his ways to you?
Saros made himself known to me back in the beginning.
And how did he do that?
Well, you have seen where he has laid his fingers on Scythia.
Sure.
Yes, we went there with you.
Micah breathes out. See vapor, like he's in a really cold room. But it's not that cold.
Roscoe, do your thing.
I'm like, I see dead people.
James, I would like to use an action to open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic.
I'm sorry, how does that work, Roscoe?
Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Spell or magic item?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are we all here? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all together here.
Yeah,
now?
we're here just and that's why I love. It's like Crenshaw's like 5 people, all heavily armed, walking into my boss's room. Sure. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, these guys aren't gonna be a problem.
I told you to take the wizard's staff.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. Like basically Morgan is just walking in like Gandalf and we're all just like fighting on the sides. Like
Oh man.
So you don't recognize any magic items or spells.
Okay.
But when Micah breathes out, it looks like he's in a very cold room. But it's not that cold.
Tess doesn't react to that. She's waiting on an answer.
You wish to know how sorrows came to me.
Yes.
Sorrows came to me. Are you familiar with the rupture, my child?
Yes.
That is when Sorrows made himself obvious.
How old does Micah look?
He doesn't look very old. He's got kind of an old man thing going on, but he doesn't look very old.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He made himself known or known to you?
He made himself known to the entire world.
Okay, yes, I know your general preachings. I want to know how he made himself known to you.
Yes.
Well, you see, when the rupture happened, I was very close by. Almost everyone was close by, really, when you think about what happened during that.
Can I cut in here and ask your skincare regimen? Because you look great for a man your age.
I assume you mean that I look older than I appear.
Scratch that, reverse it, but yeah.
As he breathes out, there's a lot of vapor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what are you asking me again? Why are you asking me these things?
Well,
My motive will come clear. Can you not answer the question?
I'm not sure what the question is, my child.
How did he make himself known to you?
When
he
did
speak to you? Did he appear to you in a vision? Did he lift you without effort from the surface of the planet and spare you the horrors of this world?
That is very poetic. But it was not anything like that. You see, Sorrows laid his finger on Scythia. And when he did, there was so much suffering. But out of it comes a new world.
Oh my God.
I elbow Vorty. Well, I elbow Vorty while he's saying this. He sounds like the people we met at the river with the Cajun accents. This is what he sounds like. And I don't try to interrupt. I'm just whispering to Vorty.
Okay.
And I'm keeping a really close eye on this breath and this fog breath, and trying to look for any other signs of like coldness. Is it emanating from him, or is it all internal, or is there some outside force causing this? Roscoe's trying to figure it out.
Roll a perception check, Roscoe.
Would love to roll a perception check.
Just as a reminder, we've confirmed that he is showing physical signs of the daughter.
Yeah.
That's going to be an 18. Oh, actually, I am exhausted, so we'll see what that is at disadvantage.
Oh.
Ooh, 14.
Not bad.
Okay.
It is internal. What you're seeing.
Okay.
And not magical.
Not a spell or a magical item is what
I shouldn't have
changes.
read the full description.
Because
of
Yeah.
magical-
because Steven, like your ability, that's basically detect magic. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it is.
But it wouldn't pick up any magical effect or enchantment.
You know, rules is written. No.
Oh,
Micah,
so
does
it's
the name
limitations.
Lazuli mean anything to you? An old friend, perhaps?
Where did Lazuli?
Yes. I think you're familiar.
His name is familiar to me, yes.
I've reconsidered the
Perhaps
threat level, realizing the thought process.
I'm like taking a few steps back, like
Is Crenshaw still watching us?
He's by the door. He let you in. And he went, and he, He's not really paying attention.
Taking a cold shower. Got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
He's thinking real hard by the front door.
Do we have your man step out so we can speak more plainly?
That's this on hard.
After all, I think if you realize that we are familiar with Lazuli, we may know more than you expected.
This name is familiar to me, but I don't. Where have you heard this name?
Well, they're quite a dear friend.
Dear friend.
Come now, Micah. A bunch of people running around gathering knowledge and making sure that it's safe. You think we're doing that just out of our own volition?
Knowledge. He looks really confused.
Can I insight that? Is
Yeah.
he or is he trying to act like he doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about? Okay. 22.
Yeah, he just looks really confused.
Yeah,
Um.
not that I could inside a dragon if he is one.
Have you ever met any scholars before?
Scholars. You mean people that academics?
Like that? Yeah.
Of course, I've met many academics in my time.
What about academics that look like us a little bit more, so to speak? We're not your
He
typical.
can't see. He can't see. That was so rude.
Oh.
My apologies. We're wearing gray cloaks and we look tough.
I do not
Oh
know.
my god, Roscoe.
This name, Lazuli.
Mm-hmm.
And he messes around with his blindfold.
Mm-hmm.
It's very familiar to me.
Listen, Micah. If you are really as old as you claim to be, then it's likely that the toll of this world that Saros has created is wearing on your body and perhaps your mind. Would you be welcome to travel to visit a friend of ours who might alleviate some of that burdensome symptoms?
I can't travel anywhere. I have to be here by the hearth, by where Saros laid his fingers on Scythia.
We could have you back in no time at all, before your next sermon even.
I have a sermon every day. Can you bring me back within a day?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Can we?
And I leer at Adam.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know. Where did you all say y'all from?
Ascoli Lazuli.
Well, now that does ring a bell.
What is he wearing?
He is wearing very simple clothes with suspenders. Like they be made out of linen or something like that.
No ruined gray cloak.
Nothing like that. No, just very simple clothes.
He's not like bundled up and cold at all either.
No.
Okay.
think maybe y'all should. I think maybe you should leave and let me think about some things.
Is he still kneeling?
Yeah.
How far from the wall that he's facing?
I don't know, like 5 feet.
Can I circle around and kneel in front of him and take his hands in my own and lean in close enough? Like I'm trying to whisper secretly in his ear, but I'm like meeting my party members' eyes so they know I'm not trying to keep it secret from them. I need to know more about Soros if I can serve him properly. Can I come back later and ask you some questions?
Of course, my child. You can ask as many questions about Soros as you want. But he reaches up
The rest of this is inconsequential.
and he takes his blindfold off. His eyes have been gouged out.
Does it look like they were gouged out by claws?
Maybe. I need to think about some things, though. If you could come back later. I'm feeling very... I don't know how to explain.
Micah, after your next sermon, I really would like it if you would go on a journey with us, and we can get you back before the next one is due. Something for you to think on with the rest of your...
I don't know how that is possible.
With those machines that are so noisy. They move real fast, Micah.
I don't know if I want to be on that.
Micah, I think that you will exhilarate in the feeling. It's almost like flying.
It is. Seems.
I will release his hands and reach up and gently take his face between my palms. There's much for you to think on, but do not trouble yourself. We'll be around. And I'll lean in and press a really light kiss just between his brows as a sign that I'm not afraid of how he looks. And then I'll stand and walk back around him. Let's give him some space. There's plenty for everyone here to think about.
Yes.
As you leave, you hear him kind of talking to himself.
Can I make out any of what he says?
I've been flying before.
There it is.
I have completely reevaluated the threat level of this situation.
We are dealing with an amnesiac dragon.
This is not good.
Oh no.
I contemplated a few actions, but my instincts kicked in, and I'm like, I don't want to die here.
Yeah, God, you didn't try to assassinate him.
I do not want to die here.
Because it wouldn't have gone well at all.
It's like if I start to sing in any kind of way here, I'm gonna die.
As soon as we're out of earshot of Crenshaw, and not to skip ahead if he had something to say, but I turn to the party and I say, I didn't detect any, any active magic from him, no spells or items, but that ice breath that came from somewhere. I mean, he's got something.
Outside, let's go.
We're already outside. We're
We're out.
I want to grab Crenshaw on the way out
Seen this before.
and kind of pull him, or just gesture for him to join us outside in the street.
Yeah.
Could you shut the door?
All right.
You need to keep your distance from him. He is not what he appears.
Nash, you look beautiful today.
Oh, you've missed a lot, Tessellay. Hold on. That's happening.
Absolutely beautiful.
Me and like,
Crenshaw.
get over there.
Yes.
I do think you should listen to what she is saying. It is important for you to keep the body in the shape that it is in.
Well, if you say so. What were you
I'm
saying?
the one trying to save your life. You need to stay the fuck away from him.
Why? He's paying pretty well.
Is he paying more than your life is worth?
Well, obviously not.
Do you know what dragons are, Crenshaw?
No. I mean, yes. But they're all gone.
No, they're not. I know that for a fact. And something tells me that Micah is intimately familiar with their kind and has some sort of mental disturbance that's blocking that knowledge from him. But I think he is far more dangerous than he seems, whether or not he realizes it.
His coin spins as well as anyone else's.
Have you ever wondered where he gets that coin?
Maybe he's
Why
been
would I?
hoarding it.
Everything's clicked into place, and I'm so mad. I'm so mad at how much sense it made.
Crenshaw, how much does he pay you?
Well, yeah, that would. It's not polite to talk about how much you make.
Crenshaw,
Is that what
how
he
much does
told
he
you?
pay you?
There's no way we don't have salary transparency in a fantasy world.
Yeah. Well, the
Give us that,
dragons,
James.
of course, the
Me
dragons.
and
don't want
Anthony,
you to
we
know.
make the same amount. Even though I'm worth a lot more, obviously. But we make the same amount.
He's not your man.
What? What?
He missed what you said.
We,
How much?
An amount. You know, like a certain amount per day, per week, per month.
Really?
All we have to do is walk him around, and that's pretty much it. So,
Crenshaw.
All right, now I'm going to leave this one to you. And I'm going to outwardly smack Crenshaw on the ass. And then once he's acting indifferent and looks at me and then looks away, I'm going to try and pick his pockets.
okay, well, you smack him on the ass. And he looks, nonplussed. But he does look towards Nash. Okay, so what'd you get?
24 sleight of hand.
Okay, well that beats his whatever. So, what are
Yeah,
you trying to
buddy.
do? You're trying to pick his pocket. Okay, so you find reach into his pocket as he's looking away from you. Pull your hand out. You've got a bunch of blue flowers in your hand.
No coin.
Not in that pocket. Maybe he keeps it somewhere a little more, a little more secure. You have a bunch of little blue flowers that are all very pretty.
I'm fully prepared to like slink away without him ever realizing what I've done, and then I just kind of open my hand and see what I've got, and I just really, and then I just throw them up in the air.
I grab a couple of them. I believe those are for me.
I was going to make like a wreath with those.
Oh.
You know, the scrub doesn't flower very often. It took a long time to find those.
Your priorities are so far out of whack that I don't even have time to explain just how disparate they are. So I'll make this offer to you a grand total of once, Crenshaw. I'll give you 15 gold to abandon this man and travel with us for the foreseeable future, and there'll be more where it came from.
You say my priorities are. Is that what you're saying?
Nash, please talk some sense into this man.
Because I think my priorities are right in order.
All right, I give up.
What do you think, Nash?
Well, I mean, if you're here for the money, then you take the most money.
I was here for the money,
Was it more money or is it less money?
but then Nash came along.
Yes, but you would be traveling with me. You sexy orc man. Use your brain.
That's
Me and Forty
exactly
are
what
like
I'm
arm
saying,
in arm
Nash.
linked, like, ooh.
Nash, that's exactly what I'm saying.
What? Okay, then take the money and we travel and we deal with the problem.
I would leave my employer in a second if it meant I could spend more time with you.
Okay, great. That's all we are asking.
I wanted to say love is real, but apparently it's just manipulation. All right, that's fine.
Yeah,
We have
that's very-
one goal: science over compassion. You said it, Adaman. I wrote down your quote last session.
Mm-hmm. You know, Anthony is actually quite able.
Young, we know, yes.
He's young, but he's able.
So you think he can do this job for Micah alone?
Well, he could, but he there's a
able-
reason why he has this job.
Which
I mean,
is what?
yeah, look at me. Yeah, I'm quite capable in battle or love. But Anthony is also quite capable in battle, despite his young age.
What
Okay,
do you
good.
think would happen if you left Micah? Would he have a problem with this?
I
Actually,
suppose so.
I have a better idea. Why don't you convince Micah that you need to come to Absolution with us first thing tomorrow morning?
We can even do it after the sermon. That's fine too.
So you want
That's fine with me.
you want him to come along as well?
And you will be his bodyguard, and Anthony will watch over Ickerman.
All right, we can have Anthony come with us. I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't think he really cares about Ickerman.
Yeah.
It's just a place that he's at this moment. But
Then you and Anthony could come. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Just convince him to come along.
Wait.
you want Micah to go to what is this place again?
Absolution. He said he wouldn't leave because he needed to be close to the hearth, right? Well, what if we explain to him that what transformed the hearth into Saros's divine place is in absolution?
That could help.
Might help.
That is where the event that started all this happened. Not the rupture per se, but whatever has
That's
transformed the rupture from.
Secondary event, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell him we have more Hoth-based Saros information in Absolution. He will do his sermon. We leave with him tomorrow. You will be his bodyguard. You ride on my bike. Micah ride on another bike, and we have a good day.
I get to ride on your bike.
Yes. If you convince Micah to leave first thing tomorrow morning and go to Absolution.
All right, yeah. We're skipping the sermon then. Okay.
I will do everything in my power
Oh
to
yeah.
convince him of that.
Time is of the essence.
That's fair. You'd only have a month.
If I get to ride on your bike.
Okay. Great.
Roscoe.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to, give you a heads up.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna fit on my bike.
Anthony's a little sweet on you.
Oh, okay.
He is very young.
Too young.
I don't remember him having a crush before. This is new.
Oh.
So, be careful.
That's
you know, thank you for the heads up. That's flattering. I don't think anybody's ever had a crush on me before.
Well, that can't be true. Come on, Roscoe.
Yeah, no, I think
It's
like
not.
40's like standing right here. That's so
Not
rude.
true.
You had someone
Yeah.
try to marry you in that village.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
That was like 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Roscoe,
Wow, I'm such a catch.
everyone loves you.
Thank
But
you.
I'm just saying, don't break his heart.
Okay.
Let him down easy. If that's what you plan to do.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up, Crenshaw, but Crenshaw, that works too.
Oh, boy.
I'm more of a bone breaker than a heartbreaker, if you know what I'm saying.
What is happening?
I think I know what you mean.
Oh,
No, it wasn't.
That's a different party.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know what you mean.
Oh,
I'm
man.
talking about combat. I'm talking about
We're gonna need
Oh,
a safe word.
No, that's not what I was thinking. But yeah, all right.
you, all of you, with your heads in the gutter. Okay, no, I won't. I won't break his heart. From what you say, he might kill me for it. So that's good to know.
All right.
So I
I
will
think we have a nice way forward here.
try to convince Micah to come to this town
Yeah.
Yeah.
called Absolution.
Yeah.
If I get to ride on Ash's bike,
That
Yes.
is agreed.
I'm fine with the back.
That
Oh,
was,
you would not
that
be.
was always assumed. Yes. Yes. We knew
What?
we were
Right.
going to be all that.
No, yeah, I'm good with that.
What will you tell him?
Because baby got back, so.
So let's take a break right there.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll let Roscoe think about what he just said.
I did want to hear the answer to that question, though.
Which
Yeah.
question?
She Morgan asked,
I
"What
know
will
it
you
was
tell
really,
him?"
it was kind of your mic was kind of quiet, Morgan. I don't know if James heard.
We can do it
What
when we
is
get back.
what are they going to tell him to try to get him
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
that?
What are you going to tell Micah to try and convince him?
Well,
Because I have some ideas if you need them.
all right. Let me have
Haven't
him.
you overheard us discussing something to do with the origin of sorrows? Something that could channel his power?
I've not heard that.
Well, I'm telling you now, it's true.
What's true? Spell
That
it
there
out
is
plainly.
an absolution that has to do with the origins of sorrows and channeling his power.
We
I will
might,
make a deception check if you need me
we
to.
might be able to. We might be able to talk him into it that way. He can be oddly. He has a way of telling whether or not you're telling the truth or not. I mean, we've tried to move him one way or the other, you know,
But it is the truth.
at points, and I don't know. He has a way.
Okay, great. So he'll know that it's true.
All right.
Girl, you know it's true. I love you. Oh, that's an old reference.
It's not that old.
That's
not that
old,
old,
baby.
Alex.
That's
So we were young. Stop it.
It's not that old.
I don't know whatever, but you know you got to do it sometimes. These kids don't know. They're like, "What was
Mhm.
that?"
That's not Billie Eilish.
I do like Billie Eilish. Cool. This place called Absolution. You're
Mhm.
saying if why would you want to bring him there? If what you're saying is true.
Because I think that he needs to fully explore this belief of his.
Why would you want that?
Because if you're going to commit to something, you need to know the truth of what you're committing to.
You're not a true believer.
Crenshaw.
None of you have want anything to do with sorrows, so
You know nothing about me, Orc.
I know you don't want to have anything to do with sorrows.
Crenshaw, do you think that Mike is a little touched in the head?
Yes, I do.
Do you know that there are people in Absolution that can help him? Now you do. That's why
no,
we
I
want.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I like a thesaurus.
But how would they help him exactly?
Something.
You don't need to know that.
Medically?
Okay?
Yeah, you're just the bodyguard for the day. What they
Like-
Listen, if I get to ride on the back of Nash's bike, I'll do whatever you say.
Great. Well,
Okay,
then,
then
Stop
use
asking
the
questions.
But I
logic.
need to know what to tell him to
But just what
convince
she said.
him.
I've just
what
told
she
you.
told you was a good
Okay,
one.
that's
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Both are true.
And if it doesn't work,
Then we'll try something else.
Yeah, we'll choose something else. Yeah.
he's also quite stubborn.
Yes.
If you
Fair
haven't
enough.
But it looks
noticed.
like he's keeping like-minded company.
If you haven't noticed. Okay, let's take a break there. We'll be back in 5 or 10.
We're doomed.
Yeah, we're doing
Nah, you'll be fine.
He's a dragon.
You'll totally be fine.
before.
Yeah,
we-
like sure, the dragon
back.
could be like the fucking BBEG, and we bring him back to knowing he's a dragon, and we give ourselves that huge threat. But let's be real: if there's some tyrannical dragon power loose in Scythia, I'd rather him not be insane.
Yeah, but I also think Lazuli is not quite as on our side as we think he is. Like I know we're a pinnacle and
Oh,
we
no.
work for him, but
We're
he
pawns.
is. Yeah, he does not care that we exist.
I
But
think
here's
it's
the thing: if we
unleash-
bring this other dragon, if he is a dragon, I know we're operating under this assumption. If we bring him back and bring him back to lucidity, what do dragons love? Hordes. Who do we know protecting the biggest horde on the continent? Another fucking dragon.
We pin the dragons against each other, and then all
free.
the problems are solved except the big crater.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still need to get that fixed, by the way.
If we
Plus, like,
unleash
if-
an evil dragon, that's just a great excuse to gain 10 levels and try to, you know.
Do you think
And
a dragon
then we can finally get onto those
Gross.
vampires on the boardwalk, right?
Finally, that's all. I want to stop this lava so that we can go to the boardwalk.
I can't believe you made such a cool location and didn't make it the main
Of course,
focus of our
Steve.
campaign.
How good would it have been if we were like, we stopped and did that? It took us a week and we get to the lava field and James is like, this thing was a lot smaller a week ago.
Good thing those vampires are gone, though, right? Yep.
Yeah, we got 2 weeks instead of 4 weeks.
Well, so you have this conversation with Crenshaw. And then what do you want to do?
Okay, listen, everybody. Is Crenshaw gone, by the way?
Yeah, we'll go to our.
Well, let's say he
back to
walks
our list.
away and
Yeah,
he
we'll-
takes what he said to heart. Yeah.
Okay.
What a hot dummy.
Listen,
Yep.
everybody, I'm so glad we got a himbo on our side. The fan art is going to love it.
Mhm.
But what are we going to do about this lava expanding field? Do we have...
No idea. Oh,
We can't do anything about
Wait a
it.
second.
We need to petition some greater power, whether it's
do you think a giant ice dragon might be able to save this? They'll stop the spread of the lava. maybe James has wrapped this up in a bow for us. I don't know.
That actually is...
well,
And
we
then-
are forgetting a key player in all this. Always.
Lazuli? Oh,
Right. Well, all I have to remember is to reach up. That's all I know.
But we haven't. Wait, I don't know any. Well, I guess I know a little bit about. We haven't seen this figure.
I know. That's part of why I wanted to hear about how Micah got to know this Soros entity. Was it through a dream, like how we encountered Always?
Mhm.
If so, does that mean that this Always figure is also a god? Is Soros even real? Did the addled mind of this, if it is a dragon,
Come on.
create this specter?
Yeah. Sounds like it.
It sounded like he couldn't answer the question.
Yeah. Do we inform Lazuli of what we've learned?
I think so.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nash does not think so.
I did not.
Go on.
I just do not. Okay, here's the thing. Like, we have one dragon who doesn't care about us. What are we gonna do? Add another dragon to that, and then the dragons know the other dragons exist? How many we are level 4.
It's not like we would ever be able to leverage them against each other. With
yeah.
a dragon in its right mind, I don't think is so easily manipulated. But if we bring this one to Lazuli's attention, he might tip his hand.
I failed the day of class where we tried to study the painting of the dragon.
Me too.
I don't think I can really get onto comprehending and the mind of one.
Here's
But we also haven't heard anything from Ulrich so far.
True. We still haven't heard anything from Ulrich at all, which is I'll try him again in a second here. Here's what I'm thinking though. Like Lazuli, as long as there's slag, Lazuli is trapped in his little hole. If we can get this other dragon healed up and in absolution, where it's like the only safe place in Scythia for him, which we honestly need to talk to not Uther, dang it.
Redford?
Ulrich.
Redford, thank you.
Oh,
Redford.
yeah.
Talk to Redford and make sure he's okay with this, by the
Well,
way.
I don't think we should have the spell done in absolution,
Ah,
because if Micah is a dragon and comes to, there is a lot that a dragon would covet in that city.
yeah.
And I don't know if he would be so benevolent as to let their happenings go on as they have, the way Ladulai has created the scholars as a mask for his horde.
Mhm.
I think we should reach out to Redford
Mhm.
in private.
Tell him the whole story here. Yeah.
I think so.
All right. We can cut through that role play if you want and just have Redford knowing all of the stuff. And then you let me
Oh,
know his
no.
response. Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
no.
All right.
We're gonna,
I can talk to him if you'd rather.
Here you go.
yeah.
Redford, are you there? Over.
That's right. You left a radio with Redford, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you alone?
Can you
Over.
hear me? How's this fucking thing supposed to work?
You're doing great, Redford.
Tell him we're here.
Are you alone, Redford?
Yeah.
I have some news. It might be a bit more shocking even than the last bit.
No, it's actually this one's an ice dragon, not a shocking.
Nice. Very nice, Roscoe.
Just
So, Redford, you remember Micah that I was telling you about? I don't think that it's just a mad man affected by the Dodder. I think it's a dragon that's lost its mind and believes itself a man.
All right. Well, how is that? You can hear me, right?
I can hear you. To put it shortly, I understand that you have the ability to help remove the data from people's minds and bodies, which is an incredible power that I would love to witness someday. I was wondering if perhaps you could use it on this entity.
I mean, I can try. Over.
You're doing excellent. I would like to try and do so away from
You're supposed to say
absolute-
over when you're done talking, right?
Yes, that's absolutely true, Redford. Over.
He's the best.
Okay, over.
If we're going to do this, I would like to do so away from absolution so that if I'm right, we're not awakening a dragon in your town. Over.
What's a dragon, over?
Oh.
A very powerful, very old magical creature? Over?
wait,
What's wrong with that, over?
hey, Redford Roscoe here. I'm like really getting intense.
I'll hold it down for Roscoe.
Imagine if Turnock was 1,000 years old, maybe evil, and had giant wings, and wanted to, I don't know, steal all the gold in the land.
That's pretty fucked up, over.
Oh,
Good. I think you got it. I got it
Excellent
across.
description, Roscoe.
Yeah, good.
Yes, but I would rather him know what he is than be an insane threat. Over.
On the other end of the radio, you hear it being clicked on and off.
And just as a point of order, this is all over the Scholar channel. So all of this would be able to be heard by whoever's back at the Academy.
Mhm.
Okay.
If they wanted to chime in.
Clearly they don't care.
Did you say a dragon?
I immediately shoved the radio towards Adaman.
Yeah, Adam Man here. Hi, Turnock. Over.
Hello?
Yeah, that's how you do it, Turnock. As long as you're holding that button, I can hear you. Over.
Dragon?
That's right, Turnock. A dragon. Over.
Where is the dragon?
Ickerman. Over.
Why isn't the dragon here?
We're working on that, actually. Over.
Okay. Can I have it back now, Turnock? Thank you. Jesus.
So much for him being alone.
Did he bite you? Over.
Maybe a little bit. I thought I was alone.
Yeah.
What are you trying to tell me exactly?
That this plan comes with a big risk to your personal self and possibly your town, but it might solve the problem of everything.
Well, that is a whole lot, isn't it? You're gonna solve the problem of everything.
Your sarcasm is noted. Over.
Hey, ask him about Violet.
Didn't you send a friend of yours to Ickerman a while back? Over.
Don't know what you mean. Over.
We heard rumors that Violet went to Ickerman. Over.
Violet goes where she wants. I didn't send her anywhere. Over.
Oh, understood. Well, we have seen neither hide nor hair of this friend of yours, and no one has seen or heard from her, so she might not have made it. Over.
I don't know. Violet shows up sometimes where you least expect. Over.
Deus Ex Machina in your back pocket. Got it. Over.
You got the mocking it part right. Over.
I'll take the radio back from Adam and
Okay.
we'll be in touch, Redford. We need to figure out some things, but we wanted to put it on your radar. Over.
All right. Over.
Over and out.
Does that mean you're not talking to me anymore? Over.
Nobody answer him.
Okay. He'll learn.
Hello? Over.
I gotta say, something about that guy's laissez-faire ruling attitude just really clicks with me. You know, things are gonna happen. Why stress about it?
You know what? You got a point there, man. You got a point there.
Hello? Over.
Oh, man.
He's a smart man. He'll figure it out.
Yes, I know.
So
All right.
what the fuck are we going to do?
Well, honestly, if the next step here, besides getting, this obstacle out of our way and perhaps having them help us with the problem, we need in case this dragon, once we heal it, goes, oh, screw you guys, I'm out, and just flies away. We need another plan.
We sure there isn't some sort of like elemental lava spirit controlling all this? Because I would love just a nice, simple fight that we could. If there's something that I could fight,
We could
stop
get
this.
into the lava somehow and let you just swim around and just punch things. Like I'd be all about that, man. But I don't think that is a physical possibility at this time.
I don't know about swimming in lava, but
Yeah, no.
I wasn't taking a very close look at the geology of the area when we were there before.
Mhm.
It might be worth another trip. It's not far.
All right.
It's kind of on the way if we were to go to Absolution.
Okay. Yeah, let's go swing by it, take another look.
Are we trying to take Micah and the boys with us?
Oh, well,
Yes,
yeah, then I guess we can wait until the next sermon and then just go with them then.
Well, we did make it to the hearth within a day from absolution. We could tell Micah that the trip would be from his sermon to the town and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
At this point, the sun is starting to set.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that slag seems a little thinner than it did the day before. Maybe it's in your head. Hard to say. But knowing what you know, the slag seems a little thinner.
Well, I don't really like how clear the air is out here.
What?
Only been a day, but it feels like it's already bearing down on us.
I feel like I could sing so much better here.
You're all warmed up.
Yeah, but when the air is clear, I can get more from the diaphragm. You know what I mean?
Maybe if we take the congregation to the hearth tomorrow, you could do some hymns. Lead us in some old-fashioned gospel.
Yes. God's trying to tell
If
you.
we don't have
something.
anything
God's trying
that
to
we
tell
can
you
get from the school, then I mean we're flying by the seat of our pants. We've only got absolution as a resource and potentially Micah, and lapis lazuli is just leaving us blowing in the wind. So I think we're good. I mean that's all we got until they contact us back.
I'm assuming you're having this conversation in the
Yes.
building that you commandeered.
Yep.
There's a knock at the door.
Oh, get ready, Roscoe. It's your turn. He opens the door. Hello.
Adamant, you open the door, and Crenshaw is standing there.
Oh, okay. Fine. It's Nash again.
I don't. If it's my turn, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I go up to the door when I notice it's cringe.
I'm here for Nash.
Hello.
I talked to Micah. He seems not against the idea of going to a new place because he could spread the word of sorrows.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Yes.
I would like to take you on a walk, if you are amenable to that.
Sure. I do let the party know. We're good for tomorrow.
Thanks, Crenshaw.
I would like to take you,
Oh yeah, when I yelled at them, I
Or a-
walked out the door. Sorry.
Okay.
That's yeah.
So you walk next to Crenshaw, and he walks towards the entrance to Ickerman, which is like a stone arch, and he goes through it and out into Scythia. I just wanted to show you a nice place that I noticed before. If you're okay with that.
Yeah. Sure.
So you walk with Crenshaw. It's like a little ridge. I've noticed that we can almost see the moon from here. Do you know what the moon is? It's from before.
I don't need you or explaining things to me. I can see the moon.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if you know what it is, then you know what it is. I was just wondering. It looks beautiful in this light.
Yes, it looked like your eyes.
Almost as beautiful as you look. Almost. Nash, what's your Nash, I need you to roll a strength saving throw for me.
Oh yeah. Strength, not dex. All right.
Strength, yeah.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh my god, I got 21.
21, wow. Not high enough. So you're standing near the edge of the road. There's a ridge, right? And you guys are looking up at the moon. And then you feel hands come around you and grab you and yank you off the road. You're pushed up against an outcropping of rock. And a voice talks to you. It spins you around as you come down and pushes you up against the rock. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Do I see anything?
Yeah.
It's violent.
This person that grabbed you is made out of, it's not a human, but a humanoid.
It's violent. That voice was perfect.
There are, you see segments of wood and metal that are somehow fused together that make up its body. This person has a mouth, but above that is like it's like an LED screen that's lit up in violet. You hear Crenshaw up on top of the ridge still yell out, "Aye!" But he stops because who knows why. But
My name is
you don't
Nash.
know why. What
I'm
are you
here.
doing again? What are you doing here?
I am here with my boyfriend on top of the ridge.
Your boyfriend.
Yes, the man up there. It's a temporary thing, but it's going well.
I don't know what to do with that.
You don't have to do anything. You can stop pinning me against this rock, and we
I
can
don't
talk
think
like
I will.
we could just stand here and have a conversation. I'm not here to attack in any way.
Oh no. What are you doing with these people in this place?
Oh, yes. I am a scholar.
You're a oh.
Yes. I know there's a bunch of them. They're in Absolution, they're in Angul, they're all over.
He lets you go. You are a scholar.
I put the hood on my cloak.
You are a scholar. What are you doing with these aboriginals?
We were asked to investigate the hearth, and we saw them on the way. Is there something I need to know about them?
Out of the corner of your eye with your passive perception, there's another person. And you can see why Crenshaw hasn't moved. Because this person, who has a very long cloak on and has 2 pistols in his hands, is holding him. Did you say Absolution?
Yes, I know they have scholars there.
You have been there.
Yeah. That's where we came from before we came to Ickerman.
Why are you here?
Well, we thought it would be a good idea. I'm not really sure why we ended up here, though. It was the Saros man from the church. That's why we came here. We're going back to Absolution Tomorrow? Is that where you are from? And I noticed the purple, and then it finally kind of sinks in. Are you this violet person?
You take a closer look at her, and you see wood and metal fused together in very clever joints. This person has artwork on her, which could be like tattoos on skin. Brutes, you better come down here. Are you sure? I think this orc is gonna move on me.
He is harmless.
I'm not harmless. I will kill anyone who lays a
No.
finger on Nash.
No.
You hear that?
No. No. Dad, no.
No.
Anyone who tries to take Nash is going to face my
Axe.
whatever I've got.
You forgot?
Sword or something.
Oh, he's got a sword. Got it.
I do not need a weapon. I will pull their guts out through
It's
their...
really not. It's just not necessary. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine down here. You can probably come too. I think it's that
What's
fine.
fine, exactly?
Just the whole situation. Everyone is calm. Everyone is chatting. Just come down here. It's probably that level of fine.
I will
And it-
remove their heads from their bodies with the spine still attached. If
Oh,
anyone tries to do anything to Nash, the villain.
Krisha, it's just not necessary. Today.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, fine. Violet, who are these people? Well, who are you?
We are
Apparently
scholars.
your name is Nash.
And I am a scholar. I just came from Absolution. My
And
home
this is
base
your
in
boyfriend.
London. And this is my boyfriend.
Kunchal's like, oh yeah.
Who are these people who have taken over Ickerman?
We have not taken over Ickerman in any way. We're staying in a small, crimey hut. The beds are uncomfortable. I don't have time for us acting like we're some kind of big, powerful things. We are just here. We're gathering information. We go back to Absolution tomorrow. You're welcome to come with us. It's not a thing.
It's not a thing. Small, grimy huts. Uncomfortable beds. You are describing Ickerman. So who are these people?
Which the people of Ickerman?
Yes.
I don't know. I think they just love that Soros character. Just big religious people.
All right, look. Love. You and your boyfriend. Right. We've been here a few days. What? Because we came here to look for something. And when we got here, there were people living in our buildings.
What were you looking for?
Well, it's not really important, but you know,
I feel like I've given you a lot of information, and you've given me
Well,
just a
it's-
little bit less.
it's really not. Okay, look, I am something of a woodworker. Yeah. And I haven't been here in a while, and I kind of, felt the itch to, to do some things. So I was coming to get my tools. Violet came with me, and we find these people shacked up in Ickerman, and
Well,
then you
wait,
come out.
when was the last time you were in Ickerman? Are you saying these people have not been here very long?
It's been a while.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, you said it yourself. Little huts, uncomfortable beds.
Well, I don't think there's anything to worry about. If you want your wood, then you should go.
All right,
get
look,
it.
I've got my wood, okay, love? I was looking for my tools.
Oh, get the tools.
Well, there was a saw. There was a hammer. You guys aren't remembering last week at all, are you?
No, I remember that was some of the stuff that Vorty took. Because Vorty actually searched a room. It was a big deal. He did something hella useful.
Look, I'm something of a carpenter, all right? So we came back for that, and then we find these people occupying our space. So, you say you're a scholar.
Yes.
Prove it.
I am. Well, I thought that the cloak would do it.
Anybody can have a cloak.
I don't know what else you want. I mean, we work with Ulrich.
Ulrich. Do you know? All right.
Brunhilda?
All right. I've got it. Do you know? All right. His name starts with a B. Name scholars who start with a B. Let's go. Come on.
The only one
Oh,
I'm thinking of
it
is
is, it's fine.
Brunhilda.
It's Bruja.
Bruja.
Roja.
Oh, okay. You know Bruja.
Yeah.
I like Bruja. He's a good guy. And you know
loud.
him.
Loud, yes.
Okay. Violet, I think we can stand down. But wait, why are you hanging out with these people who...
This is so temporary. That is what I'm saying. I am realizing now that I do believe we were staying in your house that you usually stay in, which is why you have so much sass. So here's the thing. You can go into their house. All of my other scholars are there. You get your tools. You leave. We are also leaving, and we'll see you in Absolution tomorrow.
You're going to take me.
No, I'm not going to take you. You are a capable person. I don't have time to babysit.
By the way, when you said everything's temporary, Crenshaw was like... I heard it like after the side.
Oh. No. Poor Crenshaw.
Poor Crenshaw.
I don't know, Violet. What do you think? I don't think it's a good idea to go in there with all those people.
They're fine people.
Are they?
Yeah. They're honestly really sleepy. So if you're gonna do it, you should really do it in the next little bit before they go to bed.
I have a better idea.
Okay.
You said you are going to Absolution tomorrow.
Yeah.
We will meet you there. And
You
when
want
we
me to
see
bring
you
your
there, you bring the tools with you.
There's no problem.
Make sure of it.
Okay. Are you going to leave tonight?
We are not going to stay here.
Are there other towns?
No. Not this close to the hearth.
Okay.
I feel like there's something you are not telling me.
You know, I'm really not. I've answered every question with complete honesty. Roll your own insight, DM.
It's not whether you have answered my questions. It's whether I have asked the right questions.
Well, that I can't help with. I'm just trying to watch the moon.
We will let you go. And we'll see you later.
Where are we supposed to meet in Absolution?
You will know it.
Okay.
Ask anyone where to find Violet.
Okay.
And they leave.
Crenshaw, we may have to cut our walk a little bit short.
When you said this was all temporary,
What a mess.
you were just talking about them, right? Like,
Yes.
okay. I'll take that for now.
He's not even going to roll an insight because he's afraid to know.
And that's where we'll cut it off today.
That was beautiful.
I love everyone else says we're all playing D&D, but Nash is the main character of a sitcom.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
this week, yeah.
That's
Well, I
beautiful.
don't even get to go back and tell about Violet. Oh, God. You guys are going
Well,
to
I
be...
mean, we can do that if you really want to, but it's, you know, it's almost 7, and
Might as well wait. There were like 2 other things I wanted to do before bed too. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
We'll
keep
start
them in
on-
mind,
start on it next
and
week.
we'll start right here next week.
Okay.
I mean, Nash got to make out for like 2 hours straight, and then
I
we
know.
found a dragon, so it was pretty good session.
Pretty good sesh. And then and since James has established that whatever his name, Anthony is 16, we can't do anything with him. So thanks,
No.
James. That was your own damn fault.
Yeah.
Could have made him 20. You
He's
know?
16.
It's gonna be
What
a
can I tell you?
touching- It's going to be a touching mentorship.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Maybe you could talk him into somebody's own age, Roscoe.
Yeah.
How old is Roscoe?
You know, it's kind of ambiguous. He's a young, strong halfling, but it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
But really, he's probably about 26, 25.
Oh, yeah, that's way too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Maybe you could, you can talk him.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. He's a short guy. People get confused. Whatever.
Yeah, it looks like Burt Reynolds. So I mean, you know,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. You
Fluid Man and Roscoe.
know.
Okay, so next week we'll start exactly where we left off.
Okay.
And, yeah. You're going to take Mike at Absolution?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
our plan.
Okay.
We don't have a better one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, unless you can give us like a scroll of stop spread of awfulness.
I
Like,
love
I don't know what the fuck you're looking for, buddy.
I love it when you do things that I did not expect whatsoever.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that if we just give him a good bonk on the head, he'll wake up as a dragon.
Yeah, that's true too. But I feel like that is the opposite of what is good. Yeah.
We could try that. Try to
I
turn
think
him
that would
into
just
a
end up with all of his followers dead, and he'd like come to a few days later and be like, Cyrus has visited John to me terrible dreams.
Oh, that's messed up. I like that. Remember that.
Oh no. No, we're gonna cure him. So you stop that, you jerk.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, everybody. To our players, thank you for playing. To our watchers, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.